Alrighty guys, welcome back to another Factorio Workshop. As always, I am joined by MadZuri.
Greetings.
And today, we are going over a Smart Smelter design by Scarhoof. If you remember, quite a while ago, he submitted some circuit designs as well. But we're going over the Smart Smelter, and I'm going to let Zuri go over most of it here. It does involve some circuit network condition stuff, but it's actually quite simple. It's tillable, which is really nice as well. And one quick thing of note is it's actually geared towards efficiency, like less power and less pollution. You can see there's efficiency modules in all these rather than productivity or speed modules and no beacons. But it does tile quite easily, so you can just build more of these if you need more production. But I'll let Zuri take over here.
Certainly. So, for these, the way it works is the requester chests are requesting both iron ore and copper ore, and the filter is set so that if any of these drop below 1K, then it turns that filter on. And if both of them drop below 1K, then both the filters turn on, and it pretty much takes randomly.
Right.
Which is, I consider it a fine way of doing it. This is simpler than a lot of the really complicated designs that I've seen before. And I actually kind of like it.
Yeah, it's really straightforward, and really just for anyone who's not really adept at circuit networks, like me, you just set your thing, have it output the count of one iron ore, and then you just tell your inserter for a condition here. You just do set filter, and it will set the filter base on, like if this is outputting, it'll give it the filter. And in a minute here, if we turn off this requester, they'll bring it to storage, and then once it fills up, you'll see that one of whichever one fills up first, that filter will disappear, and then once they both fill up, both filters will disappear, and this will no longer input.
It shouldn't bring them to storage because of the these are passive, not active providers.
All right, yeah, sorry, my mistake. But it'll put them in the passive providers and still fill up within the network. And these, quick note, these output inserters do not have any condition or anything set, and that's just because we're limiting, he set it to limit the input, which is totally fine. There's no reason to limit the input and output on this.
The output inserters were wired, they were set to connect, but didn't have a condition set, so we had to clear those for this blueprint to work. I'm not sure if we just missed part of it, but it works just fine with no conditions on the output inserters for copper and iron.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yep, they were set to connect to logistics, but no filter, so they weren't working. I don't know if that was a mistake on his part or our part, but and then we do have stone and steel up here, which is set up a little bit different.
Yeah, they have the output inserters limited this time, but since it's one component per, it's fine to do so.
Yeah, there's no filter or anything on the input. And you explained to me, Zuri, that for something like steel and stone, where you actually need like 5 steel or 5 iron, sorry, for steel and stuff, that it's actually best not to do filter stuff here.
Yeah, mixing these up will pretty much always jam, no matter how carefully you try to count out the items. I don't know of a reliable way of limiting the count so they don't jam.
Yeah.
Or a reliable space efficient way. It's possible to do, it's just messy and big and kind of a pain.
Yeah, so easier just to do it this way, but your iron and copper, I mean, you can see some of these are set, some of these are smelting iron, some are copper, and it's just kind of whichever one it picked. But just really quick, okay, so Zuri did take out the requester, which is perfect. You can see that why are we still, the iron's disappearing. Are we still are we requesting that somewhere?
Steel, dude.
All right.
It's all going to steel.
I thought we had a steel provider chest for some, or iron provider chest for some dumb reason. Yeah, so it's all going to steel, but you'll see that copper will fill up shortly, and once it does, the copper filter will go away. And then you mapped it out, Zuri, the actual production rate for the iron and copper.
Yeah, it was about just shy of 550 per minute. Assuming I did the math right.
Yeah, I think I double checked it, and yep, 548 a minute, which, you know, not like super high, but considering you only have 16 furnaces doing it, it's fine. And then again, I'll grab the blueprint here. This is extremely easy to tile, if I can get out. You just overlap your row ports left to right, or if you want to go up, obviously we have craft in the way above it, but same thing. You can just do like large squares of it, even diagonal, I guess, if you really wanted. Yeah, I mean, it's super easy to expand. And this is about to fill up, so we can watch these filters. Boom. If you guys notice, they all went away. So now it's only gonna smelt iron. And really, I think that's it. It's a nice design, compact. Pretty much all four of your main stuff here: brick, steel, iron, copper. Iron, copper is smart, very easy to set up, with just a couple combinators and wires. And yeah, do you have anything else to add? Any thoughts here for this, Zuri?
Nope. If I were to build this, I'd probably make this a little more intelligent. Like build 5 or 6 copies of this and then change the combinators so that they switch a lot like my old school smart furnace designs. But other than that, it's a pretty good design.
Alrighty, awesome. Well, there you go, guys. Blueprint in the description is always a very nice, simple, straightforward, tileable design here from Scarhoof. And yeah, any comments, thoughts, feedback, leave down there, as well as any build submissions would be great. But until next time, we will catch you later.
Later.